Yeah, before G. Yeah. There's two moments where it...
So we slow up or anything?
No. Just you lead it in.
Okay.
Everyone's always waiting for someone.
Alright.
Where's this?
Well, I'm just saying, if Chris can lead it in, those moments when there's the first bit of the bar, everyone's always waiting for everyone. So I'm just like, keep tempo. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know this one.
So this is 179.
Oh, I feel like I've messed it up too.
So I've got an upbeat to bar 2.
Do you have any upbeats around that area?
Thank you. Hey, so Miranda, Chris, Will, and Marty. Miranda, Chris, Will, Marty. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to 4 p.m. My name is Dean Stevenson. Welcome to Mona. First timers. Who's here? Mona for the first time. Lots of you. Well done. Welcome for making it here. It probably cost you a fortune to get here. Well spent. 4 p.m. And indeed Annalise and Nazaro. Who saw Annalise and Nazaro just now downstairs? I thought that was awesome. It's amazing. So Emily, myself, and indeed Chris Downs at the end of this floor painting as well. Are three very lucky artists right now who are in a museum doing an unexpected thing, because I'm sure you thought you were coming here to see shit framed on a wall. Like literally shit, because that's the whole, the legend of Mona. But also stuff that is framed, stuff that is by professionals or finished or made by dead people, or something that is in a book somewhere, in a library that is legendary, and you came and you paid your money to see it. You may not have expected to see stuff being made in front of you. The issue with making stuff in front of you is that sometimes we don't always make good stuff, and you go, well, right next to you is a Sidney Nolan or a Picasso. that's really good, and you're not very good. And that's the whole idea. Actually, our job is to make some crap in front of you and not try and pass it off as anything more than that, because by and large, most of us have a want to do some stuff, to make something, to express ourselves in some way. You know how you feel like you get to know yourself a bit better when you do something that is uniquely creative? Some of us choose to do it a lot, and some of us think, I couldn't possibly, because you were stigmatized years ago by tests and the stuff that your parents said you should do, and you couldn't possibly make a mistake, and therefore you never did it. Well, if you're afraid to make a mistake, you'll never come up with anything original. So we spend all of our days here in the museum trying to come up with original stuff that sometimes looks like shit. But there it is. There it is. Emily did a great thing today, and the piece you just heard was not today's piece. That was written some weeks ago, but that was a piece that I wrote here in a day. So everything that we play now is a piece written in a day. So when I start in the morning, this page here, if I go back to the start, starts with empty stage like that, but that's a signal for a rest. So they all look like that, there's nothing on it. And I spend the day sort of braving notes onto the page. And at 4 p.m, Miranda, Chris, Will, Marty, and there's about a dozen musicians who come in on a rotation and play what I've written. So we're about to hear today's piece. Cool with that? All right, thank you. I've been here a while. Today represents day 225. I've been saying, no, rise, roll, what the fuck? Yeah, 225 days writing a new piece each day in the museum. And as I said, some days it's really, really good. I made an album out of the ones that I thought were really good, and the ones that are terrible, I have to act like I'm proud on the day, and then I remove them from the internet. You'll never know they existed because they're terrible, but that's okay. Dirty undies are fine. So today is day Monday, which means it's the Mona's Friday. It's our last day of our Mona week. So I started on Thursday. So the good thing, you're here on the choice day on the Monday, because you get to hear all of the pieces I've written this weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today. So today, a special story. It's so odd that the whole weekend, I was never trained in, never had a classical background. I didn't study composition. I grew up with Fleetwood Mac and Barbra Streisand, for God's sake. I didn't have that in my history, but here I am with these amazing instruments. So we've learned to grow together and make something special. But the first few pieces I wrote this weekend were very upright, very high tea, cucumber sandwich, classical, and what have I become? So there's a couple of those, there's some slow ones, but today was very special. I'm going to make a bit of a feature if you don't mind. So if you just went and saw Emily Sanzaro, Emily played, and so I talk a lot about making voice memos at midnight, whistling and then go to sleep and try and decode what I whistled in the morning. So I do that sometimes, or I do it on the car on the way in, it sounds like I'm having an asthma attack. But so I talked about that, and Emily went, well, see, she did one last night as well. So Emily just played downstairs a composition that she made based on her voice memo from last night. Well, she shared it with me. She didn't think that I would make something of it as well. So here's the voice memo that Emily sent me this morning. It's amazing. Here we go, ready? To go to the start. Back to the start you go. Come on. There we go. Okay. There's lots of gaps. There's more. There's big gaps. Were you awake when you did this? Okay. Okay. So that's what Emily... Okay, so Emily sent me that and said, this is what I was dreaming of last night. And I responded in my way. So this is my response to that memo. You haven't heard it yet. You might just... If someone runs screaming from the room, it could be you. Okay, so we're going to start to rehearse the piece that I wrote today based on that voice memo. Sometimes it's just a nugget. It's just the tiniest thing. If anyone thinks to themselves they have to have, like, the sky, the world as their available options on a day, you're fooling yourself. You're better off making music with a clarinet, a hammer, and a leaf blower, and that's it. limit your possibilities and you'll make much better stuff. So to have something really specific like that is always a great thing. So here we go. We'll start to rehearse it. I'm going to come back and see if anyone has any questions. Hello everyone. Here we go. Here we go. Double stops. So each time you change from the quartet, a little bit of a nudge so you hear the change in the note. Same with the old one. Okay, 2, 3. Miranda, Chris, Will, Martin. Thank you, Emily. There you go. So another important note is that what the musicians just did was that no one, that you, me, them, had never, well, I'd seen it because I spent all day writing it, but I'd never heard it, and they'd never seen it before, so they just played that straight off the page for the first time. How extraordinary. How beautiful. There's a thing that happens with a piano. You play a note. That's it. Yeah, I can't change the pitch. And with harp, it's kind of, it is the pitch it is. And a guitar has a fret, so it tries to force the pitch. These instruments don't have frets, So there's a slidiness of the note, and suddenly there's a humanity in there that's not set and it's expressive and it's beautiful. So this is written on a piano and expressed with rah, 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 rah. It's beautiful, goodness me. That was nice. Here we go. Lovely. We might play it again as part of the 5 pieces now. Does anybody have anything they'd like to ask? It's open for questions or from me or the musicians. If you want to yell something out, you can do it here, because we're all kind of relaxed here. We're going to play all the pieces now. Where do you think that one might go in the suite of the 5?
Somewhere in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle?
Not close to the Oasis theme tune.
Of course, yes. Okay. So here's the pieces. We'll do them.
I reckon finish with Saturday.
Finish with Saturday. Finish with Saturday. That ends.
Start with Thursday.
Saturday ends with a.
No, maybe start with yesterday's.
Start with yesterday's. What day is it today, Miranda?
I don't know.
Sunday. Start with Sunday. Really? Oh yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. I'll start with Sundays, and then. And oh shit! I don't know. Fuck.
So Sunday, then Oasis, then.
And then Oasis, and then today.
No, sorry, then
Which one's Oasis?
Then Thursdays, yes. And then
Which one's Oasis?
today's, and then Sunday.
Miranda?
Yes.
Which one is Oasis? Friday. So
Sunday, Friday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
Sunday, Friday.
No, you said Sunday
Did
twice.
I? Shit, I said Sunday twice.
Monday.
Oh, no. Oh, I got 2.
No.
Oh, that's right. That's not. That's
So Saturday's the end.
Saturday's the end.
So Sunday, Friday, Thursday.
Somebody asked a question, distract us from our shit.
Monday,
This
Saturday.
is bad. What are we doing?
We're doing starting with Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, starting with Sundays. Okay. Starting with Sundays. So each of these pieces is made in a day.
Okay, so this
Each day I say I'm not promising quality because they have to come fresh out of my brain onto a page in here, and I don't have time to go and fix anything. So short of what we just do in a little quick rehearsal there, that's as much kind of amendment as we do. So we're going to hear it as it kind of came out first time. I want to say very, very clearly, and I've said this before, I remember being like watching Parkinson as a kid, or watching, Countdown, or seeing a live show as a kid, and going, I am, this big. The people I'm watching on stage have the life of other people. They're amazing. They do amazing stuff. And look at them. They're on the TV. They're on stage. All that stuff. It's just rubbish. It doesn't take talent. It just takes bloody hard work. I decided this is what I wanted to do. So here I am. It's not about being born under a shining silver star. Just get rid of that crap from your thinking. Yes, we've got maybe someone with, a fist rather than fingers can't play the violin quite the same as these guys can. I admit there are limitations, but essentially I'm not anything special. I just chose to do this a lot. So if you choose to do something a lot, whether that's accounting or writing music or being an asshole, you'll get very good at it.
Yeah, and then we're finishing up Bar Before Jay.
Okay. This one's in 7.
Oh, good.
I know, right?
Just
That's 1 less than 8.
not how I play it.
What tempo you want?
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 bars in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. should have heard the voice memo for that one. I was that was the asthma attack one. Anyway, that was yesterday's piece. That was Sunday, and now Friday. Okay, Friday's the. Okay, so this is where I say, as I said, I grew up with Fleetwood Mac and Barbra Streisand. So I spent years like as a drummer in the back of bands watching singers' asses, and so there's a certain kind of music, normally the kind of the expansive kind of slow stuff, which really pleases me from a modern perspective. Doesn't necessarily belong in the kind of classical, the old world. So I'll call this one my Oasis backing track. Here it is. have any questions?
Anyway.
Oh, yes? No, the question was, do I write one line at a time and then fill in the rest? The answer is no. Some might, but I don't think it's wise to do that, because if I write one line, like it's thinking of one particular person whilst ignoring the world, I might write the story of you waking up, having breakfast, going to work, coming home, without taking the rest of the world into account. But things can change all the time. Like if I say to you, I'd say, it's a lovely day, everyone's safe in the water, no worries at all. Now, Marty, could you please play me the theme from Jaws? It's a lovely day, everyone's safe in the water, no worries at all. Ah! Right? So by filling in the support of that narrative, it makes more sense to do that as you go. Otherwise, you get to the end of the day and go, shit, what happened along the way? So they always come together. All four parts come together. How do I do that? Magic.
Luck.
Luck. Thank you. Clarity from the band. Okay. This is Thursday, please, yes?
Yes.
Here we go. One. Miranda, Chris, Will, Martin. Okay, so I don't know how I ended up writing stuff like that when I grew up, not listening to classical music. We'll play today's piece next. Today's piece. But as I said before, when you lean into these instruments, they bring a history with you, and maybe the history meant to me, and I lean into it, and what do we know? Cucumber sandwiches. There it is. So let's now play today's piece. Before this is the penultimate piece. Does anyone have anything I'd like to ask? Any more questions? No? Okay. Here we go. Here's today's piece. Monday. Thank you. Now we're going to play the last bit, which is Saturday's piece to finish off the 5 pieces of the weekend. Thank you for being here. You're awesome. It's been great to have people stick around for the whole suite. My name is Dean. This is Miranda, Chris, Will, and Martin. We've been giving our all to you this afternoon. If you want to connect with us again, you can do it a few ways. There's no battery's flat. Fuck the mailing list. You can't sign it. Fuck you. If you want to watch there's a live stream on this camera right here. Go to my YouTube. Look up Dean Stevenson 4 p.m. You can watch it all again, including all my chat. What's your name, sir? Jermaine. Tremaine. Hi, Tremaine. On the count of 3, everyone say hi, Tremaine. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Tremaine. Weird as shit when you watch that back. As I said before, we have recorded a few. When the lightning struck, it was really good. There's a double CD over here, or a bit of score. You can take us a bit of score and download home. Some of them are really good. That's what you can do. Or just go home and make some art, and don't be afraid when it doesn't look like a diamond the first time. Just do stuff. Yeah, so sign up to all the stuff. I'm here until July, writing a piece every day. Long time. Eventually it'll be winter, and it won't matter that I'm missing the sunshine. Here we go. Saturday's piece to finish. Miranda, Chris, Will and Martin, sight reading like motherbuggers. Thank you so much. My name is Dean Stevenson. This is 4 p.m. You can stay in touch with recordings or live stream. Have a great week. Thanks for coming. Thanks for staying. Bye-bye. Take care. The CDs are in the shop as well if you want to get one on the way out. Go buy some stuff in the shop.